Let's say that I have made a career of natural health and finding trouble-free, natural cures for diabetes has been my passion for some years now since I was set free from this severe disease. During my research, I have noticed a lot of folks asking the same question: if there is no natural diabetes cures, then why do thousands of diabetes cases get cured naturally yearly? This disease called diabetes has been labeled an epidemic by some health experts. There are more than 62 million cases of diabetic or pre-diabetic Americans. It means that 20% or 1 in 5 is plagued by diabetes or the problems of insulin. American Diabetes Association data still maintain that there is still no cure for diabetes and believes that insulin treatments are still the most excellent alternative to deal with diabetes. Likewise, pharmaceutical companies, who have made and are still making billions of dollars off from diabetes victims. On the other hand, thousands of folks and some physicians say that diabetes can be cured naturally with simple changes to daily life and diet. So who is actually telling us the real truth? Some facts about natural diabetes cures. Research carried out in the year 2003 by Duke University scientists discovered that a low-carbohydrate/high-fat diet caused 17 of 21 subjects to decrease their usage of insulin or to stop taking it entirely after 16 weeks. Also, diabetes researchers have visited tribal folks living in countries, for instance Greenland, and have discovered that diabetes is really uncommon in a lot of indigenous societies. Only 1 in every 2,000 Inuit folks have been found to have diabetes or be pre-diabetic. So, natural diabetes cured is something we should embrace. It does not have side effects. Furthermore, a lot of other studies are showing some surprising results, such as how to naturally reverse the effects of diabetes. I tell you this day that you have very good chance to cure your diabetes naturally in a few weeks from now. Ways to naturally cure diabetes. It is true that diabetes takes years to develop, but I tell you today that it may just take 4 weeks to reverse it naturally. This can only be possible provided that you are very serious. Maybe the greater parts of your life have most likely been spent developing some bad habits, and which may have possibly played a role to the development of diabetes. It may be difficult to use breaking those habits, but it is still possible. So, keeping up a positive attitude is very vital in your quest to natural diabetes cures. The nutritional habits of diabetes victims are mostly filled with processed foods which are low in vitamins and minerals and high in carbohydrates. A good beginning is to stay away from processed foods, including boxed foods, canned foods, and fast food. So, raw fresh foods are always the best for diabetics. This old adage that says you are what you eat is the right statement to use here. You don't just eat anything you see if you really want to reverse your diabetes naturally. Despite the fact that the American Diabetes Association recommends a diet that is rich in carbohydrates, but the truth still remains that the body ends up in converting the carbohydrates to sugar. So, staying away from carbohydrates and making food choices that are high in protein with lots of fresh fruits and vegetables is the best way to go. Another truth is that the average body is filled with plaque, cholesterol, toxins, and even more garbage that you would want to know about. Luckily, water can resolve that very fast. So, take no less than 16 ounces every 2 hours while you are awake, as it will help out and flush out your system without delay. The best thing is to educate yourself about human body and diabetes. I am sure it won't be a surprise to you to know that lots of folks make a fortune off of your disease each year by selling expensive medicines and insulin. So, Learning how to thwart the effects of diabetes with natural diabetes cures methods is something you should pay close attention to now. In 4 weeks you can naturally reverse your diabetes. I mean, you can begin right now after reading this article.